Hey guys, welcome back to Ndoke's kitchen. So today we'll be making bell pepper stew. For this recipe, I'll be using 6 large bell peppers, red bell peppers, 2 large purple onions, and 3 tomatoes. I know you'll be wondering why bell pepper instead of tomatoes. Tomato, if you don't know, is one of the vegetables that will tell you to reduce your level of consumption because of what? Inflammation. So onto my bell pepper, I have washed them thoroughly. You can wash with vinegar or wash with salt, and we are going to cut them open to remove all the seeds. Haven't done that. We are going to grease the pan because you know what, guys? We are going to smoke this vegetable in the oven to get the smoky effect that I'm looking to gain in this recipe. Now that is done, we are laying down the bell peppers into the pan, and also greasing your pan helps the bell pepper not to stick on the pan. The next will be our purple onions. We are going to add everything into the pan. Add our garlic. For this recipe, I use 1.5 cloves of garlic. So the next will be to add our fresh spices. I'm using fresh rosemary here, 2 sticks of fresh rosemary, and also some thyme. Yes, I love to cook with natural fresh spices. It brings out the flavor in your recipe more than the processed one. And I'll be adding some salt for taste. And after that, I'll be drizzling some oil into the vegetables before we put them into the oven to bake. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for clicking to watch this video. If you're not following me on Facebook, don't forget to follow. So for the heat, I'm adding 3 Scotch bonnet pepper. For my choice of protein, I'll be using fresh turkey and as well some chicken. My turkey is clean. I'm going to cut it further. You can see my turkey is completely washed and clean. Now to my spices. I'll be using some Italian herbs, mixed herbs, and I have black pepper. The next will be paprika. Yeah, I want to give it the heat and the kick, to this turkey. And I have some ground garlic, some ground onions. So we are going to mix all the spices together before we marinate our turkey. Make sure you mix completely to combine, and after which we are going to give our turkey a good rub. So onto our turkey, we are going to add the mixed spices. We have quite a lot of spices here. And then you pour it nicely on the turkey and massage it completely so that each piece will get, a taste of the seasoning. You can see what I'm doing here. Make sure you rub completely to coat nicely. Every part of the turkey should be coated with the seasoning. So while making sure that every part of the turkey is completely covered with the seasoning, we are going to also use some vegetable oil to seal the seasoning on the turkey. So that's what we are doing here. Just a drizzle of some vegetable oil, or you can use any oil of your choice. And we are going to coat again nicely. Make sure the rub is completely done and everything looking well coated. We are going to marinate this turkey for 30 to 45 minutes. You can see our turkey is ready. So let's proceed. Next will be the chicken I talked about. So I marinated this chicken overnight in the fridge. So it's been sitting in the fridge for about 12 hours. And this is garlic seasoning that I use here. Guys, to make this recipe more healthy, we are using air fry option to bake our chicken and our turkey, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm loading them into the air fry to bake. Let's also remember that turkey, chicken, they have some level of fat in them, and air fry, what it does is that it takes up to 70% of the oil or fat from the chicken or your meat or anything you air fry out of that particular protein. And that's why I suggest air fry rather than frying with oil, because we are trying to make a healthy recipe. After doing that, we are going to drizzle with a little vegetable oil on top so that it can give it the moist and it will not allow it to be overly dry. We are going to cover to air fry for 30 minutes. So guys, after 30 minutes, our chicken is completely baked and we are going to take them out. Just take a look. Very healthy option of eating right. Bake instead of fry. And whereby you don't want to use air fry, you can use oven to bake instead of using oil to fry. This is a more healthier option to your enjoying your chicken. You can see very nice, completely moist. I really enjoyed this chicken. It tasted so good. Now you can see our chicken here, all ready for our bell pepper stew. All right, after 45 minutes, we are going to get back to our turkey. Yeah, we are going to air fry the turkey as well. You can see it's still nicely coated after it has gone to rest for 45 minutes. We are going to add everything in the air fry pot and air fry it for another 30 minutes before we continue our bell pepper stew. So we drizzle some oil on the turkey as well and then cover to air fry for 30 minutes. So guys, look at our bell pepper, onions, our Scotch bonnet pepper, rosemary, garlic, everything out of the oven right now. We are going to blend it to get a puree. This also helps to cut your cooking time where you want to fry, either you're frying your tomato or you're frying your bell pepper. So guys, our turkey is done on the air fryer and that is what we are getting out now. Just look at how nice it looks. I tell you guys, it tasted so good. You should try this recipe and you will not regret it. Trust me. Looking so nice. My kids actually started eating before the bell pepper base was ready. They were already devouring the turkey and the chicken because they tasted so good. So now we are going to start frying our bell pepper stew, and I'm using canola oil for this recipe. Into the pan, we are going to add our onions. You can see I cut the onions into different shapes. Yes, the long one was fried for a minute before we added the short form of the onions so that everything will look so nice. And after the onions has fried for a few minutes, now we are going to pour in our bell pepper mix into the pan. And we're going to mix thoroughly and allow to fry. All right, for my spices, I have fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, and fresh garlics. We are going to blend them with the same blender we use for the bell pepper. The next thing, we are going to add it into our already frying bell pepper sauce. We are going to mix completely to combine and allow to continue to cook. You can see it's beginning to take form here. It's looking good already. We are going to stir nicely. So now we are going to add our dry spices. Here we have Italian herbs. We have Mediterranean spices as well, some bouillon cubes. We are going to mix completely to combine and allow to cook. Guys, you can see the oil is already floating on the sauce, which means our sauce is ready. I tell you, the flavor from this recipe is no match. Back to our chicken, we are going to get our baked chicken, which we air fried, into the sauce right now. You can see how nice it's looking. The chicken is very moist. Likewise, the turkey looking so delicious. I tell you, it tastes absolutely delicious. We're going to give it a complete mix to combine to make sure that the sauce is coated nicely on all the protein we have in the pot. So guys, thank you for watching this video today. Don't forget to like and share. So we are going to add our chicken broth. Yeah, you can use chicken broth or use vegetable broth. A little salt to taste. And we are going to give it a wiggle here. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for being amazing. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and also subscribe to YouTube. We are going to cover this pot for the 2 to 3 minutes and then our sauce is completely ready. Let me know if you're going to try this recipe in the comment section and also where you're watching me from. Thank you for being so kind. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook if you're not following me yet. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Until I see you guys in my next recipe, thank you for being amazing and stay well and be kind. Thank you guys.